Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do an overview of the Armani C range of perfumes. I have previously done an Armani C range video about a year ago, but basically new ones have come out. Lots of people keep asking me to do a review of Fiore, one that's come out since I did it, so I just thought I need to do an updated review and include all the other ones that weren't in it when I made it last time. If you're new here, then welcome to my channel. It's all about perfumes, so do subscribe if you're a perfume fan like me. I have new videos every week, and leave your requests for video reviews down below in the comments. So let's get into the perfumes. So the original Armani C Eau de Parfum is a perfume that I own. I really like this. I think it's a very classy smell and I get complimented on it a lot when I wear it. And it's one of those perfumes that you can really smell on yourself while you're wearing it. It came out in 2013 and has had Kate Blanchett as the face of the fragrance ever since, and all the flankers. So what does it smell like? So this is a very vanilla perfume. There's a lot of vanilla in this. It's very warm. I'd say it's more autumn winter. It's not fresh, it's warm vanilla. It also has quite a lot of cassis in, which really makes this warm. It has a pretty red rose and it has patchouli in. As you guys know, I love patchouli. It really helps perfumes last, and it's a very modern scent. So that mixed with the cassis and the rose and then all covered in vanilla just makes this very feminine and quite classy. It kind of reminds me of if they took Coco Mademoiselle and then made it very vanilla-y, because that's got that rose and patchouli in as well. So it's that warm, classy smell. Good for lasting, good projection, and yeah, I think it's like just a really good all-round perfume. There is then an Eau de Toilette version, which of course is not as strong as the original because it's an Eau de Toilette, but it's also got a different emphasis in the notes. So rather than getting vanilla straight away, they've added blackcurrant in, which you'll see they're using quite a few of the flankers. So it's a little bit fruity, you're getting like a freesia with the rose, floral, and then you get a hint of the vanilla. So it's much lighter. This is definitely much more spring, summer, daytime, and would be nice if you were looking for just a simple perfume for the office or something like that, or perhaps something for a younger person who doesn't want a really like intense perfume. Of course the longevity isn't going to be great because it is an Eau de Toilette, but it is cheaper. So it's still a really pretty and nice fragrance, but it doesn't have like the wow factor that the original has. So C Fiore, or the pink one as a lot of people say, I think has become the best seller in the range, like the most popular one in the range. It's the one I hear people talk about, I see people write about it, people mention it the most. And I think it's because it's kind of like the original, but it's a little bit more prettier and mainstream, I guess. So the vanilla, rose, patchouli are all in there again, so very similar to the original in that sense. But instead of cassis, the blackcurrant is back from the Eau de Toilette, but the blackcurrant is much more stronger, fruitier. So what happens is this becomes like a fruity vanilla, and you get the rose a little bit more in there as well. So I'd say it feels even more feminine. It feels very pretty, sexy. It's still got that warmth of vanilla, but it's more universal. You could wear this in any season. You could wear this day or night. And I think that's why it's so successful, because it kind of appeals for so many different occasions. It's also got neroli in and mandarin. So when you first spray it, you get a little bit of that sort of lemon lime citrusiness and freshness, which is something that the original didn't have. It didn't have any sort of top note at first that was fresh. So I totally see why this has been successful, and of course things that are pink usually do well as well. C Intense is a more intense version of the original Eau de Parfum. It's not dramatically different, except it has way more blackcurrant again. Like there's so much blackcurrant in these perfumes, but it is missing from the original. So it's basically like the original, stronger, and then with blackcurrant added. I really like this. If I'm walking by the counter of the Armani perfumes, I will usually either spray on myself the intense one or Fiore, depending on like what mood I'm in, if I'm sort of nighttime, daytime. I mean, obviously I own the original, so I don't spray that because I can spray that whenever. But those are the two that I tend to reach for. I always like intense versions because they're heavier, they last longer, it's better value for money in my opinion. But if you find the original Eau de Parfum a little bit strong, then the intense is going to be way more stronger, so not for you. So next we have C Passion, or the red one. Now this is a little bit more fruity than the others, and the rose, patchouli are not as strong. Cassis isn't here, and the vanilla's not as strong either. So it's got a bit more fruity vibes, a bit more tropical. It's got pineapple in, pear, and of course blackcurrant. So it's kind of like C's gone on holiday to the Caribbean or something. Like, it's got that fruity vibe in it, which makes it a little bit more interesting. But I'd say as a result, it probably doesn't last as long as the original, because the original's vanilla and patchouli are what help it last, whereas fruity notes don't tend to be that strong. But it's still a good quality perfume. These are all good for lasting in general compared to average, but within the range, I'd say Passion is not as long lasting as the original, or of course the Intense. Now, one thing that's a bit confusing is there is then Passion Red Maestro. So this is that same red packaging bottle, but the Maestro one has a red ribbon around it, so very easy to confuse the two because it is quite a different smell. This is like a musky vanilla with some pink pepper in and some warm solar notes in. So when don't have the rose and patchouli of a lot of the other ones, like this is literally just like a warm vanilla but musky, very unusual combination, I think, of ingredients. Pink pepper, a bit of jasmine, so it's a bit of a funny one. It's quite nice, but it's quite different to most of the others in the range, and not really like Passion. So do look out for the difference between the two, and this is the most recent release. Actually, I think it's just come out 2019. There is also C Le Parfum. So this comes in a different bottle, much less liquid because it's very strong concentrated version, but it is quite a different smell as well. So along with your original notes, you've got amber, benzoin, and also incense. So to me, this is a bit more like a Middle Eastern version of the original. It's heavier, it's stronger, it's got that incense coming at you. So you still get that signature smell of Armani C with the vanilla patchouli. It's got blackcurrant in as well, but then you get all these new notes, these more like Arabic vibes. So if you like those more incensey, ambery, deep perfumes, then give the Parfum a try. And the bottle's quite cute. It almost looks like gold. Another one to look out for that isn't sold everywhere is C Rose. There was like a first edition, then a second edition of this. I think you can't really find the first one, but basically the second edition one is really rosy, as you'd expect. So it's basically taken the original and pumped up the rose and downplayed the other notes. So it's more floral, feminine, prettier. They've added in iris, osmanthus as well in there, so more white floral notes. So if you're someone that likes flowery perfumes, but you quite like that vanilla of Armani C, then this one is definitely one to try. And of course the rose is such a pretty, beautiful scent, and this is quite a sort of innocent scent, whereas most of the others are more like sexy vanilla. And then finally we have C Nacre. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Nacre. This has a cool bottle, gold Christmassy bottle, and the liquid has a very fine shimmer in it. So this is something that you'd spray on the skin rather than on your clothes, I guess, or you could put it in your hair. So good for party season. And it does smell like the original, but it is slightly different because it doesn't have the vanilla in. I don't know why, but you still get this rosy patchouli of the other sort of signature C scent, but it doesn't have the sweetness of the vanilla, and it does have oak moss in, which makes it quite green. So it's a bit of an odd one, this. Again, like, I would have thought they would have vanilla in everything because that's what I think of when I think of Armani C. But it's still pretty nice for evenings, and the glitter is cool. It's not big glitter, it's very, very fine, like a shine. So yeah, something a bit different. I think it's limited edition, but it feels like it's been around for like over a year. So one of those limited editions that's just always there. There are loads of accompanying products that go with this as well, including a perfumed powder, which I think is really cool, like really nice way to top up the fragrance during the day. And of course the body lotion, shower gel's always really good way to top up too. So that's it, guys. Let me know what you think of this range. Do you have any of them? Which one's your favorite? I'm sure they'll probably release another one in the coming year, and then I'll have to do this video again. But that's what the range is looking like at the moment. I am a big fan. I think they're good quality, nice gifts, and because they're so publicized, most people have heard of them. So do recommend this as a gift for a lady. But that's it, guys. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye.